in LA this week.
Our poor communities, our working class communities, we can't be left behind. But if we don't vote, it gives people the excuse not to give us the resources that we need.
The families are gonna come in, they're gonna get the food, the kids are gonna get the candy, and then they're gonna exit. Very simple, but also very important for the kids.
It's nice to get out and to see a movie, a fun movie, and I used to go to the drive-in when I was a kid, so, brings back that whole nostalgia.
Hello everyone, I'm Natalia Bilbao. Here's what's happening in LA this week. No matter the election, having the means and privilege to vote is not as easy as it should be. The rules tend to change for literally every voting cycle. Keeping up with changes and locations and eligibility can feel like a full-time job. Fortunately, there are events like Voting Solutions for All People, where Homeboy Industries is doing its part to make casting your vote much easier. Check this out.
Homeboy Industries is a model organization for Los Angeles. Today, they're a voting center. They want to give people the trust that it takes to come in and vote.
Homeboy Industries, we have a year-round curriculum on civic engagement, and this is just another part of it.
Civic engagement really matters, and it really makes a difference to our communities.
A lot of propositions impact our population, specifically our re-entry population. We figured, why not bring a center and help make voting easier for them?
I did voting today, Emmy, trying to make a change for America, make it better. All the stuff going on in the world is unnecessary, and we got to push for a different change.
I just voted. It feels good because for a long time I wasn't able to vote. I was incarcerated before, so I wasn't able to vote. Hopefully we can open those doors for people that are incarcerated to be able to vote. Because just because they're locked up doesn't mean they're not Americans.
Their whole life they may have felt that their vote doesn't matter, or it doesn't count, or it doesn't impact me. It's for other people to decide. But we present it in a way that really shows this is how it impacts your day-to-day life.
So your vote does make a difference. Like me, I just voted for things that have to do with the school district for my area. Things that have to do with my kids going back to school after this COVID. Things that got to do with my wife livelihood. She's a nurse, so I have to vote for stuff that won't impact my family.
Somos los que tenemos que salir a votar. Que no nos hagan a un lado, que no nos ignoren. Ya basta con eso. No estamos dormidos, estamos trabajando, estamos contribuyendo y depende de nosotros que nos hagan caso. Voten por favor hoy.
If you think your vote doesn't count and your voice is not heard, then something's wrong. Everybody come out and vote. Let's make a better change, and let's make a better democracy.
They themselves feel very empowered because they now are educated on it, but really passionate about getting involved and impacting that and making their communities better.
I'll re-enter all the way. I'm off of parole. I'm off of everything. I'm for the first time in my life, I'm able to say I'm free all the way. Completely free, to the point that I'm able to vote.
Elections are seasonal, and so is the flu. It comes around once a year, and just like clockwork, Cedar Sinai is ready to meet it head on. We dropped by to check out one of their many flu vaccination clinics, where LA residents lined up for a shot of prevention.
Getting the flu vaccine is really important every year. It does affect quite a number of people, and it makes people very sick. And so this year it's even more important because of the pandemic. The symptoms of the cold, the flu, and COVID-19 are very similar to each other. So we have a vaccine for the flu. We don't have it for COVID-19 yet. So getting the flu shot this year will really lessen people getting sick. It's also going to lessen people, trying to get tested for COVID-19, and it's going to lessen the burden on hospitals and healthcare systems.
Our job is to get out and to try and live our nonprofit mission and be there and help people improve the status of their health. And this is exactly what we do on an ongoing basis. We have partnerships with churches, with federally qualified health centers.
La vacuna sí es bueno para su salud, es saludable. No hay muchos riesgos.
It is completely safe. It does not give you the flu. That's always a common misconception is that people think it gives them the flu. It does not give you the flu. It is completely safe.
I want to welcome you all to the grand unveiling of the Pacoima Bradley Green Alley.
This is one of many examples of how we can take both form and function in projects to help address two critical concerns in our communities. Help to green our spaces, but also use it as an opportunity to collect rainwater and harvest rainwater in areas where we need to replenish the aquifer.
Because of the capturing the water and infiltrating through the ground, also it reduces the pollutant loading that goes into the LA River.
En tiempo de lluvia, que está a punto de empezar, es más, empezó hoy, el agua que corre por el callejón se va a utilizar precisamente para irrigar lo que ahora es un espacio de jardín. Entonces esa agua se va a utilizar para regarlo.
This is a micro project with significant macro import in that what it does is it contributes to sort of a trove of models and pilots that we can help replicate in different parts of the city.
These are areas that are park poor. And so creating these accessible open spaces, but also turning them into opportunities of sustainability are really emblematic of the future of what we're doing here in Los Angeles and what we're leading across the state.
The LA Dodgers were in Hollywood this week, promoting outdoor exercise. Players from the organization dropped by the Dream Center bearing gifts of sports equipment and fun for the whole family. I'm telling you, the smiles on these kids are absolutely priceless. Take a look.
The Dream Center is this big hospital that's open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We have hundreds of people who live in this building, whose lives are being transformed free of charge, homeless families, people in rehab who are just looking for a new start in life. This is our Restart educational facility where kids are coming from the neighborhood. They're walking in here, they're going to school, they're getting their academics, they're getting their education.
Today, the Dodgers are donating 150 bats and ball sets to youth that are part of the Dream Center's Restart program. And we're also donating 4 playhouses to give these kids an opportunity to play here just like they would if they were in school.
We love it here. It's amazing. They're amazing people, lots of people. And when we had nowhere to go, Dream Center opened up their arms to us.
The Dream Center responded during quarantine like we always do, and that is we found a need and filled it, and found a hurt and healed it. When we started putting on masks and gloves and said, you know what, let's do the best we can, and let's fill the gaps that people have in our community. We've fed 1.2 million people since all of this. We've housed hundreds of people through all of this. So we feel like it's a privilege to serve during this time, that we were born for this moment.
Dodgers and the Dream Center really have a long-term partnership that we're really proud of. But today's event, we're here donating our bat and ball sets and the playhouses to them. But the Restart program is ongoing here to support remote learning for all these kids that aren't in classrooms right now.
Kids need a spark right now in their life. They need something to make them smile. And anything that makes the children smile makes me happy, because I know that they need something to look forward to going to every day. And when they come here, many of them look forward to life. And that's very rare to find during these times.
And we here at Channel 35 want to give the LA Dodgers a big congratulations for becoming the world champions for 2020. The first time in 32 years. Go Blue! There's a new consumer warning involving FEMA. Officials from across the state rally behind the CalFresh waiver program, and the Wilmington waterfront moves forward with a facelift. These stories up next on City Beat.
Los Angeles County joins California in seeking to extend the CalFresh waiver program. The LA Board of Supervisors voted to petition the U.S. Department of Agriculture to extend the program, which makes it easier for senior and disabled people to receive food benefits. Supervisor Hilda Solis recommended weighing in on the Elderly Simplified Application Project, a state waiver which streamlines the process for applying for CalFresh benefits. Recommended changes would include waiving a requirement for a recertification interview and certifying benefits for a longer period of time for elderly and disabled applicants. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has issued a warning for victims of wildfires and natural disasters about a new scam that is occurring. The con artists will pose as official aid workers or relatives that will say they are trying to help them get government assistance. FEMA stresses that they do not endorse commercial business products or services, so they warn to be on the lookout for calls from people claiming to be from the agency. Anyone who feels that they may have been a victim of a scam can call 866-720-5721 for the National Center for Disaster Fraud Hotline or file a complaint with the California Attorney General's Public Inquiry Unit at oag.ca.gov/report. After almost 15 years, the Port of Los Angeles will be breaking ground on the $71 million Wilmington Waterfront Promenade. The 9-acre project, funded by the Port of LA, includes realignment and redevelopment of Water Street, along with a promenade, as well as a public pier and dock, community park, playground, and parking lots. The urban project would mean converting vacant industrial properties into a public green space. The waterfront promenade will be connected via a pedestrian bridge over the adjacent railroad tracks to a second park currently under development at Avalon and Harry Bridges Boulevard.
The nonprofit Big Sunday has been supporting the emerging needs of kids in the Melrose neighborhood since 1999. Like most annual events, Big Sunday has had to retool its Halloween extravaganza into one week-long Wicked celebration, targeting the needs of the entire family. The Channel 35 team dropped by to check out preparations for Wicked Week.
All week long, we used to do an event called Spooky Sunday, a big street fair the Sunday before Halloween every year. Over 1,000 people would be here, a costume giveaway in a haunted house. And obviously, we can't do that this year. So we've turned Spooky Sunday into Wicked Week, where we're doing 11 different events this week. Everything from costume giveaways to online programming. And today we're filling candy bags for kids at all sorts of schools and nonprofits all over town.
I think it's kind of awesome because, I mean, if they don't get to go trick-or-treating, what are they going to do? You know? So it's great that they got this together.
Big Sunday es una organización, una non-profit que ha estado en Los Ángeles desde 1999. Nuestra misión es conectar a la gente a través de ayudar. Y básicamente nosotros creemos que todo mundo, no importa su situación, siempre puede echarle la mano a alguien, de alguna manera.
Pues aquí, recogiendo dulces para las niñas, ya que no podemos ir a pedir dulces el 31 al Día de las Brujas, estamos ahora aquí por ellas, celebrando Halloween. Anticipadamente y como dicen, siguiéndonos las reglas.
At Big Sunday, our mission is that we connect people through helping, with the idea that the world is not full of haves and have-nots, it's full of haves and have-mores. Everybody has something to give, everybody has some way to help, and we all have to look after one another.
And not to be outdone, Team Cedillo over in Council District 1 are also scaring up fun for the kids while helping parents put food on the table. This year, Halloween giveaways included milk and eggs, as well as chocolate bars and candy corn.
Today we're celebrating Halloween here at Hope and Peace Park in Westlake. We are giving out candy, food, and also some other resources to the community. especially to the kids. The families are gonna come in, they're gonna get the food, the kids are gonna get the candy, and then they're gonna exit. So it's basically a walkthrough. This year, because of the pandemic, we're trying to accommodate, the families. It's still bringing some joy and still bringing something that is festive to the community. Even though we're not gonna be able to do it as a festival like we usually do with games and entertainment, we still wanted to give something to the kids today. And so that's what we thought about this walkthrough, grab and go for the kids so they can still have some sort of experience this Halloween.
About 350 boxes of food. Each box comes with eggs, milks, and other groceries. And we're hoping to have 350 families.
Yo pienso que es una bendición de parte de Dios y de parte de las personas también de buen corazón que pues está tratando de ayudar, de colaborar con las demás personas. Y pues sí, están haciendo una buena labor, ayudando a las demás personas.
You don't have to look far to see fellow Angelinos enduring trying times. And enough can't be said about the people, companies, and organizations that have come to the rescue these days. That's why folks from the helpful Honda team joined forces with Tina's Pumpkin Patch in hopes of delivering a fun time for families in Sherman Oaks.
Today we will be giving out free pumpkins to SoCal Honda dealers. We're very excited to be here at Tina's Pumpkin Patch here in Sherman Oaks. And we're just going to help everybody celebrate Halloween. Because it's just, a lot of people have been stuck inside. They haven't had a chance to go out. And, Halloween is still happening. We're still out here helping because it's our job to be helpful.
People are coming, obviously, to pick out pumpkins, but they're also bringing their children for some of our activities. We have a train, we have a petting zoo, and we have pony rides.
What was your favorite part? I think the petting zoo was fun, right?
Yeah, the petting zoo.
They like meeting the llama.
Oh, and the little pigs.
Yeah, the little pigs.
And they got to ride on ponies. What else did you guys do? Oh, and the choo-choo train? You rode on the train. Yeah.
The SoCal Honda dealers, they just want to show that they're helpful with the community and everybody. So that's why we go out and do our random acts of helpfulness. And people are still surprised, like you said. People are still surprised that we are very real. They think we're fake, and we're just marketing, but we are actually out there helping people, and we're continuing to help people during this pandemic.
Everybody has their own comfort level with regards to the pandemic. People want to have activities for their kids, and a lot of people are happy to see that we're here. We have some things for the children to do and get out and experience Halloween in a safe way.
Well, it's kind of kept us from doing things and experiencing things with my daughter. Kept special moments, but now little by little we're doing things.
We're trying to make the best of it with, covering ourselves, with being safe, using our face masks, hand sanitizer, trying to stay, 6 feet apart from people. So we're making the best of it.
Yeah, and it's nice to have fun things like this to do.
Well, we really appreciate people supporting us, and so we are always out in the community supporting them and being helpful. And no matter what, we are always going to continue to do our random acts of helpfulness throughout Southern California.
Visiting the zoo has always been a great means of getting the family out of the house for semi-educational entertainment. And while we have seen the LA Zoo reopen to limited capacity, movie theaters are still shuttered until further notice. But fear not, movie buffs, because the folks over at the LA Zoo have found a way to bring back movie night, albeit under the stars.
I'm really excited to watch a movie at the LA Zoo and to support LA Zoo, and I'm so excited to watch Betty White in The Proposal.
It's a great new event that we're doing here to help continue to raise money for the zoo and provide a really fun experience for families.
As soon as I heard about it,
I wanted to do it, and then I had an email, so I was like, okay, we're going.
This is really fun. We were dying to get out of the house and do something fun, and it reminds us of our childhood.
The zoo was closed for a historic 166 days, and we have reopened, but obviously during that time, we weren't raising the kind of money that we normally do when people come and visit the zoo. So this is just one of the ways that we're trying to supplement our gate attendance. And we're selling out. We're sold out tonight. We're sold out tomorrow night. So buy tickets early if you want to come.
I think this is a great way to get out. You can go with a family and hang out, bring some food and snacks, and see one of your favorite movies on a big screen.
It's nice to get out and to see a movie, a fun movie, you know. And I used to go to the drive-in when I was a kid, so you know, brings back that whole nostalgia.
So we have implemented remote digital ordering, so you can place your order for your food on your phone through a text message or the website, and then when it's ready, you go pick it up, and then take it back to your car and enjoy it in your car. And we have all of the county guidelines in place to ensure that people can have a safe experience.
We're having a great time. We can't wait to start the show. Stay safe, everyone.
The city of Los Angeles is poised to recognize Women's Entrepreneurship Day in November. Scheduled events and seminars have been moved online, but the event's primary themes of connection, strength, and collective power remain as its foundation.
We are an incredible economic engine, but making sure that we create that access and opportunity for more women businesses is part of our mandate. Los Angeles has one of the most dynamic economies in the United States, and it's fitting that we declare November 19th Women's Entrepreneurship Day in the city of Los Angeles.
In growing up myself and in rising in my professional journey, I rarely see examples, or I rarely saw examples of Filipina women in roles that I aspired to have or to be, because our culture is very much rooted in the export of labor from the Philippines. What that results in is a culture of labor and working for others instead of controlling our own destiny. And I think it's a missed opportunity.
I think every personality is different. And for me, in terms of like really just knowing my own strengths and knowing the way that I tick, because the way that other people get things done and the way they balance it could be totally different than the way it works for me. For so long, I was looking at myself through other lenses, and I was comparing myself like apples to oranges, and I felt inadequate, and I didn't feel like I was, good because I was using a certain set of metrics. Is different for everyone.
Never let your dream die. No matter what the circumstances is in your life, going through divorce, going through trauma, going through a molestation, whatever the problem, whatever the circumstances may be, even in the midst of a pandemic, no matter what it is, don't second guess yourself. Just do it and it'll all pan out.
Entrepreneurship is bigger than starting a business. It's about self-sovereignty, self-determination, and the liberation of even our community across the world.
Councilmember Gil Cedillo takes his annual jazz festival online. Take a virtual tour of LA murals, or check out the latest craze, laughter yoga. It's all up next on Virtual Things to Do.
Councilmember Gil Cedillo's Latin Music and Jazz Festival is going virtual this year. Watch Cedillo's 7th Annual Latin Music and Jazz Festival for free on their custom broadcast page and social media platforms. Featured artists are Gilbert Castellanos, Latin Jazz Ensemble, and Mongo Rama by Jose Carrizo. Festivities will include special promotions, photos, and other exclusive peeks into this amazing Latin jazz music program and a live chat room. Join in on the fun with Cedil's 7th Annual Latin Music and Jazz Festival, streaming from Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch, simultaneously with gilcedillo.com/livestream. Saturday, November 7th, beginning at 5 p.m. It's a virtual tour of some of the coolest walls in LA. Join 4 prominent local Chicano artists, Judith Hernandez, Jose Lozano, Miguel Angel Reyes, and Barbara Carrasco, as they discuss the new murals adorning the new La Plaza Village mixed-use complex in downtown Los Angeles near the El Pueblo Historic District. The new murals adorn 4 structures in La Plaza Village. They are all located on Broadway between the Hollywood Freeway and Cesar Chavez Avenue. Jump online and take a tour of Los Angeles like you've never seen. La Plaza Village mural tours are available on the YouTube page for La Plaza de Cultura y Artes beginning November 7th. The LA Public Library wants to introduce you to Laughter Yoga. Laughter Yoga is a practice involving prolonged voluntary laughter. Laughter Yoga teaches practical ways to cope with everyday stresses and problems, all while having fun and burning some calories. And now is a great time to try it out for free. Join a class via Zoom for virtual Laughter Yoga with certified Laughter Yoga instructor Barbara Molina. Enjoy the health benefits of laughter with this fun and relaxed weekly 30-minute class for all ages. Laughter Yoga is happening Mondays beginning at 4 p.m. To join in on the laughs, email Emily at earonson@lapl.org. And that's a look at some virtual things to do.
That's it for this edition. I'm Natalia Bilbao. From all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacityview.org. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.